I was on Craigslist the other day cruising, seeing what was on there. So I usually do a few times a week, just see if there's any great deals. Ran across this welding table here, $100 bill. So called the guy, set up a date to meet him, went and picked it up, got it loaded up, got it back to the house. Great little size for starting. About right at 4 feet by 39 inches, so not quite 4x4. Quarter-inch top. Would have been nice to have a little bit thicker, but for the price I really couldn't beat it for just basic welding on, fabricating on. It does have a little bit of bow in it right here where the cross members were welded on, but other than that it's pretty flat. So it'll be a good nice surface to work on, weld on, do a little fabrication on. I'm working on finishing up my 2x72 sander. So I got that right here in the mock-up stages. We're working on, just got the wheels in, so those are going to be going on, get everything cleaned up, painted. Got to figure out where exactly the motor's going. Got a 3 horsepower jet sealed motor. It's just a single speed 240, 230 motor. So I'm not going to have variable on it, but I think for right now it's going to be fine. The price I got it for, really couldn't beat it. So that's going to be a little update. Just look for some possible forging stuff, knife making stuff. I don't know, general tinkering with metal. Coming up in the future. Well, I'd like to do a few upgrades to it. The casters, they roll pretty well. I like to do a little bit bigger caster and also locking casters all the way around. It does have a mid-gun hanger here. It's got a ground stud over here where you can ground the hole. Well, got a ground stud over here where you can ground the whole table out. Just hook your ground clamp there. That way you got everything nice and grounded. You don't have to worry about moving your clamp around all the time. It doesn't take a whole lot of money to really get started in some metal fabrication, some welding. I picked up this little Miller DC welder off Craigslist also. About 125, 150 bucks. Got nice long leads on it. Table, $100. You can always pick you up some grinders. You know, you can spend 20, 30 bucks on these up to 150 bucks. All different kinds of heads, wheels, all that can be had pretty easy. So you don't need a whole lot of tools to start into a little bit of metal fab. So it does have room for a shelf underneath, and that's something I'm probably going to do also. Some cross members here, either an expanded sheet shelf or plywood or some scrap wood, something I got laying around. Might do that. Do need to take the wire cut brush to all these legs. I do want to get some paint on here just to help protect this a little bit. It's got a little rust, surface rust on it right now. I'd like to clean all that up. Just make it look a little better, make it more functional. I've got a little 120 flux core welder. Probably gonna make a pocket in here for that some point. Also maybe some grinder hangers or something. I don't know, what do you think? What would you do if you picked this up 100 bucks? How would you pimp my table, so to speak? So just throw some comments down in the comment section there. Let me know what you've done in the past, or what's worked well, what hadn't worked well. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.